Howdy everyone, Pete Daddy here. Welcome to the live stream. Today is FUT Birthday Team 2. I do think overall it's a better team than the first team, but I don't know exactly what we would get to upgrade our team. I do kind of wish I would have saved some packs from yesterday. We opened up a lot of our packs trying to get that Perisic card to help link up our new Vidal card, but we'll see what we can do today. We'll take a look at everything, but let's take a look at the new team first and foremost. There's Sterling, Modric. The Aouar card looks really good. Paulinho looks amazing, just very hard to link. Choudhury, of course, looks really great. Aouar looks amazing. Some really good cards. But hey, JGH. Hey, Victor. Howdy. Let's see. Hey, Josh. Let's see who else is here. Still getting people coming in, it looks like. But howdy, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. One thing I've been trying to do, I've been trying to buy a new icon striker. Hey, Mbabu. Been trying to buy a new icon striker, but I had a chance to buy Butragueño yesterday for about 1.87, I want to say. And ever since then, none of these ever sell. So I don't know why people list them for that. I guess they're hoping. But none of these have ever sell. Like even this one for 1.949 does not sell. Sold, but I've also been looking at Drogba, but I mean, I loved Drogba, but I think I would rather have Butragueño for my playing style. I really don't know for sure, but don't know for sure. I've been looking at Drogba, been looking at Butragueño for someone to bring into the team. As far as how the club is looking now before we go into Weekend League, Golden says he's not going to play Ultimate Team anymore. Hey, Stable. Oh, hey, Desmo. How you doing, brother? Let's see. Okay, so this was the team I was doing for Choudhury. We have new Choudhury objective, which the card looks pretty strong. If you need a free English Premier League CDM, looks pretty strong card. We also have the new Payet SBC. I think we have a pack SBC as well. We'll need to do it. And Babu, you did Benzema. Benzema's also interesting. I think the Iheanacho card is maybe one of the worst cards or one of the worst SBCs they've ever released as far as value, but. All right, so let's see what we got here. This is what I'm running for my Weekend League team at the moment. I haven't started Weekend League yet. And what I'm hoping to do is maybe get like a Butragueño. Or what we're planning on doing actually is tomorrow. Tomorrow should be Renato Sanchez. So, O2 says you did 81 plus player pick is cracked. You've had 587 fodder. You did pretty good. Is your ping from your internet or EA servers? It could be both, Golden. It's sometimes it's dependent on who you connect with too. If you're connecting with someone that's a big geographical distance away, my understanding is EA tries to adjust the delay, and sometimes that causes even bigger problems. So I know when I match up with people from Central and South America, that causes a bigger delay. So it could even be who you're matching up against, but. And Babu, I saw your 1081 plus picks. It wasn't the best, and Babu's looked about average from his 1081 picks. I don't know if I have much fodder left to complete in the 81 plus. Oh, plus I did the last 81 plus I did last night. I got 87 Robertson, but I did end up buying the Perisic. So we've got Perisic and Vidal linked now, and I'm planning on making some changes up here. I'm going to get that Renato Sanchez, and then I'm going to also get probably an icon striker. I could leave Cristiano there, but I've kind of got my heart set on getting like a Butragueño or a Drogba or even like a base Eusebio or mid Eusebio or a base or mid Cruyff, something like that. For Benzema, I think you need the pace, but you maybe could get by with an engine and Babu. Engine, probably. You can get somebody to see if there's a problem. I mean, you can also test. I know you played some other games, Golden. If you're not getting delay on other things, then it's just part of the FIFA problem overall. All right, let's take a look at I haven't really looked at the SBCs yet. I was doing my video for the new Choudhury card. So let's see. I saw Payet, just kind of briefly looked at him. Hey, Snows, how you doing, brother? So Payet is 89 rated. He got the weak foot upgrade. So he's 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot with decent pace, decent agility. This is a pretty nice card, actually. So let's see. 87 acceleration, 84 sprint speed. I mean, it's still, maybe lacking in a couple areas. This kind of reminds me of the Marco Reus, where you want to boost him in the pace, but then you're maybe leaving behind the agility and balance a little bit to take that dribbling to the epic level. But then you kind of want to boost the shooting. But then, I don't know exactly what you want to go for on that one. But let's see what else we've got out. We should have a pack SBC as well. Maybe we can try to grind out a few 81 plus player picks. Oh, that's the other thing. I've got a duplicate Robertson, so we can't open anything until we figure out what to do with this Robertson. Let me see what the cost on Payet is. I don't know what I could even do with him anyway. So I've got a duplicate Robertson that I need to do something with. I hate saving them all the way until until tomorrow when we complete Renato, but that may be what we need to do. Oh, we should also be able to get a mega pack. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know exactly. Okay, so we've got the Iheanacho card is worthless. Benzema is okay as a fodder card. I mean, he would be okay in game. He's just not going to quite give you what you're looking for with that agility and balance level. He's going to feel a little stiff, but not the worst card in the world by any means. Kondogbia FUT 19, that could be Snows. Let's see. Kondogbia was definitely a beast in FUT 19. I was also trying to think who else could be. Oh, it could also be. Oh, yeah, that's probably Kondogbia. I would say that had to be. I didn't know if they said CM. I was thinking also FIFA 19 could be Sissoko. He was one of the most well-known cards there, but Kondogbia was definitely a strong card. So I'd say that would probably have to be Kondogbia. I don't know. Has that one not been leaked yet, Snows? I haven't had a chance to look today for any new leaks. The Team 2 was definitely right on with their leaks, so the leaks have been OP of late. And let's see what we've got here. What else are we doing? So we've got Payet. I wanted to see the cost on Payet. Payet only has one section. Okay, okay. It could be golden. You won't know until you upgrade it. I mean, I've got really strong internet myself, and I still don't always have the greatest connection. So 86 rated squad for Payet. So that's a little bit pricey. But maybe it'd be worth it, especially if we got that Atal. I guess, though, if we got Atal, I don't know how on earth we would link. Don't know how we would link Vidal in or anything like that. I don't know exactly what we're doing. I don't know what to do. I guess let's take a look at a couple of the new cards. I haven't really taken a look. I mean, Payet is going to be better in game, I would say, Mbabu. All right, let's see what some of these cards are going for. I know the new Sterling is out. FUT Birthday Sterling, what is he going for at the moment? 1.5. That's a little pricier than I thought Sterling would go for. My goodness. So Sterling is... It's only 4-star weak foot. If he was 5-star, 5-star, I would maybe understand that. I mean, good acceleration. Good I mean, you don't really need to boost his pace. Shot power is not that great. I mean, you could probably put a Deadeye on him, maybe. Liviu, you just pack Ronaldo. Absolutely excellent. Mr. Rogers says, player of the month, Benzema better than Informed Felix. I feel like Informed Felix would still play better in game, but it maybe depends on your play style. I'm surprised that Sterling is going for that much, honestly. I mean, it's a good card, but I don't see where that is a 1.8 million coin card by any means. That is a lot pricier than I thought he would be. Now, like I said, if he was 5-star, 5-star, that would make a little bit of sense, but for 5-star and 4-star is not that great, in my opinion, for that many coins. Let's see what Kent is going for at the moment. Kent, yeah, 7, yeah, that's kind of about where we thought, like 700, 600 start off, probably come down to like that 400, 450 range, and it will depend on if he gets reviews of people saying he's as OP as he was in previous FIFAs, or if he's just, you know, average. And people were trying to buy his team of the week when that first came out. It never really quite caught on, so pretty good card. 97 agility, 98 balance. I mean, reactions and composure are a hint low on the dribbling, but overall dribbling's really strong. Probably put something like a Deadeye or a Marksman on him would make him a pretty strong card as well. Shot power is pretty poor, but he is 5-star, 5-star, so that makes a difference. Plus, with them being a right wing, people who still have that Tavernier card are getting that hyperlink with the English and Rangers link. So definitely good for Rangers supporters here for the Kent and Tavernier card. What else was out? I want to take a look at Luka Modric. Modric had one of my favorite cards last year. I don't remember when it was released. I think during Summer Heat maybe. Let's see how this Modric compares to some of these other things. So 495,000. Not the greatest pace in the world, but shooting is solid, passing is solid, defending is solid. So that's a very solid card. Don't know that I would change my team around or anything to fit Modric in, because I don't know that he's quite going to get it done with, because he's a little bit smaller, but 5-star weak foot is nice. Stamina of 99 is great. He would be a really good two-way midfielder for sure if you don't need someone to focus on defense as much. So Modric's not a bad card by any means. Who else is out today? Let's just look at FUT Birthday in general. Oh yeah, Traore. Let's take a look at this card. 98, 97, some pretty good shooting boost, because you could put a Deadeye on that one, make it pretty. I'd probably put a finisher on that one, get that agility and balance up to make it worthwhile. When you have a really pacey player, you really want their agility and balance to be as high as possible. so that it will react in game. Now 70 reactions a little poor, 80 composure is a little poor, great strength, really good card. But let's see what Traore is going for at the moment. See, I didn't even notice that Gunter. Okay, let's take a look at Gunter. So decent. That's not a bad left back. That's not a bad Bundesliga left back by any means. Now the agility and balance are a little bit poor, but definitely usable for a left back. And put a shadow on them. That's unfortunate with the acceleration and sprint speed spread. So I would still probably put a shadow on them to make them 99 acceleration, 99 sprint speed. But that's not a horrible German left back, Bundesliga left back. I mean, they were definitely lacking for options here. And if you did that Reece, then that would give you a strong link German and Bundesliga. Snow saying Gunter at center back. Yeah, he is a left back that could play center back here exactly with that 90. How tall is he? 6'1", 5. He's another one. I wish on the left backs and right backs and center backs it just was 5-star weak foot. I'd rather him be 5-star weak foot than 5-star skill moves. But yeah, he's one who would make for a pretty good center back. And I would still put the shadow on him because he's already got 90 strength, 92 aggression. The jumping, I'm not really that worried about. Headed goals and goals from crosses are so few and far between that wouldn't be that worried about the jumping and heading accuracy. And the stamina, strength, and aggression are already nice. So putting the shadow on him to make him 99 pace, boosting defensive awareness, boosting the stand tackle, slide tackle, all of that type of stuff, I think would make for a pretty strong center back. What's he going for at the moment? So it looks like he bid for 125,000, for 125,000, and he should come down from there, I would say. Now that's probably not right. He probably went for more than 83 on that one, but especially for those links to Reece, I think that's a really good. So it looks like about the 120,000 range, and it'll probably come down to 100 or a little under 100 at some point. Let's see, what is Adama going for at the moment? Adama, it's like 1.6 and 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. I mean, honestly, I know he doesn't give the English links, but I would personally rather have this card than the Sterling if I had to pick between one, because he's got the strength, he's got the pace. So, I mean, you can boost some of his things up that do need the boosting. I don't know, especially if you put like a finisher on him. Now, his long passing is a little bit poor, but I think that Traore card looks pretty strong overall. Traore's looking pretty good, I would say. 139, I think that's, as far as value goes, I would rather have Traore than Sterling, personally. All right, what else is going on for FUT Birthday? Who else? Oh, Emre Can. Let's see what Emre Can's going for. I haven't looked at this card. Gosh, I hate those acceleration, sprint speed spreads when they're so funky like that. But overall, really, really good card. Emre Can looking really good. Again, I would put a shadow on him, make him 81 acceleration, 98 sprint speed. He's another one who would make for a good center back. So, not bad, except that acceleration really hurts him a little bit. But you can make his sprint speed pretty OP. But another nice links. Also, if you completed Reece, then you've got a perfect link here with the German and the Dortmund and the Bundesliga. So, and 5-star skill moves. But I don't know, with that dribbling where it is, I don't know how responsive his 5-star skill moves would be. So, he's another one I would prefer to see 5-star weak foot. Who else is new? Who else are we missing? Oh, Atal, yes. This was my boy last year. We had him. Is he 5-star, 5-star? Oh, that is a card. That is a card. Josh got an inform from a 75 plus. Very nice. That is a card. I loved Atal's team of the season last year. I even played him on like 4 chemistry or 5 chemistry for a long time. He was just that good. I just couldn't replace him with anyone that was doing as much work as he was. Good agility, good balance. I mean, for a right mid, which is exactly where I would play him, I'd almost, trying to think, I don't know who on earth I would link him with. I think that Todibo card was the same club, so that would give some links, but it's hard to link a center back to a right mid. I don't know. I don't know exactly, but man, that would be an amazing card if you could get him linked. Maybe, trying to know, don't know who you could get. Maybe you could get Golovin at right back. Was it Freeze Golovin? And maybe you can make like almost a full league onside, or maybe you could just get that right back, the gosh, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? The right back, the Italian right back, Zambrata. You can maybe get that Zambrata icon SBC and link him there, but that is a really strong card. That's probably the favorite one I've looked at so far, is the Atal, just especially for that right mid role. Hullet Club member, going to do everything really well. Not even going for 600,000. Let's look at Paulinho. Paulinho always has a really good card in game. He's just nearly impossible to link unless you just go with so many Brazilians. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. I mean, that's a really, really strong card as well. Just another card that would do everything in the midfield. I mean, he's going to be similar to like the Vidal and Renato Sanchez level of card. He's just going to be so hard to get linked into a club. But Paulinho is going to be epic. What's Paulinho going for? Let's see what Paulinho and Aouar are going for, because those may be some values if you're looking for cards to get linked into something that wouldn't cost as much as some of these other ones as far as some value cards. So let's do Paulinho. Let me change this to like 300k, something like that. And just make it 311. Let's see what comes up. The 290, 280, 278. So I mean, he may come down in like that 200 range. Maybe we can make a fun Chinese Super League team at some point. Maybe make a full Brazilian team. I don't know. That's a really, really good card. I do like that Paulinho a lot. And then let's look at Aouar. Get Youssef Aouar out here. We going for under 500 yet. Nothing for that cheap. I think I saw some like 600. The 529, so I mean, Aouar comes down, and that's the problem though. You just can't link them. And it'd be interesting to see the prices on these cards if there was no chemistry. Like, that would be a real true test of these cards if there was no chem, because that's going to push the value up of a card like that Sterling when you have those Premier League links and you have the English links. But in my opinion, Aouar is a much better overall card. Hey, Toby, how you doing, brother? But, yeah, I really like that Aouar. I just have no clue I'd link him in. As we just did Vidal. We just bought Perisic. I'm looking at buying a really good icon moment striker. I love my back line. Thinking about, you know, I could upgrade this slot. I've got this guy here for a placeholder that just don't want to spend any coins. And I think he would play fine in game. I haven't even played with him yet, but I just unlocked this Paulo Otavio, which links Mbabu and links Neymar. And I'm going to complete Renato Sanchez tomorrow. He will probably go in the Mbappe slot. And then if we buy that Moments Butragueño at some point. Vikram, there's tons of ways to make coins. Find a method that works for you. You can do bronze pack method. You can flip golds. You can look at silvers. I've probably had my favorite success this year with flipping silvers, and mainly just because there's not as much competition. You can also snipe cards. I mean, right now, people are going to be opening up packs, doing things like that. So you could open up, just try to snipe cards. Sniping can be very frustrating, though, because some people have bots or things like that that will just scoop up cards. So you'll find good values, and then you never can win them. So it's pretty frustrating. We're going to get a Prime Icon. Are you talking about from the Prime or Moments pack, or has there been a Prime Icon pack released? I haven't been trading much lately, Toby. I just sold my Team of the Year. I sold my Team of the Year Davies. I sold my Team of the Year Kimmich, and the only thing I've bought recently is Perisic. I'm trying to get my coins up a little bit also for Team of the Season, so I've been a little stingier with my coins of late. I mean, I always dabble in a little bit of trading. Yeah, probably will be, Josh. Vincent, advice for Weekend League. I mean, the only thing you really can do on Weekend League, Vincent, is just, I'd say the best advice I can say is just make sure your game is playing well at that time. If you're having that sluggish gameplay, maybe just back out and try to come back at a later time when the game maybe seems to be playing better. I'm trying to do better at that. I sometimes, I'll try to do that. Okay, play 10 today, 10 tomorrow, 10 on Sunday. And then it's like, well, then I played 10 today and I had great connection and felt beautiful, and then I play tomorrow, and then it's like it's okay, and then I play on Sunday, and it's horrible, and it's like I wish I'd have just played all 30 of my games. And I know not a lot of us can play 30 games at once, but I'm saying maybe just try to find the time when it's playing the best for you, and if it's not playing great for you now, try to back out, because that's just the most frustrating thing. And FIFA is a mental game. I think people don't pay enough attention to that, and that's the reason people are toxic. That's the reason people watch their goals, so they know that people are going to be like, I'm going to show him, he's celebrating that goal. And also because some people are so toxic in this game. But the other thing is, it's just trying to always find ways to improve. If there's any way you can record your gameplay, if you come across a really strong player, try to notice how they broke you down. How did they beat you? Even if you can't record it at the end of the match, watch the match highlights and be like, okay, well, I lunged out with my center back here, and that allowed him to pass here. So just always try to find those ways to improve. And I always recommend, when I do kind of like an end of year video, I'll recommend trying to just play games where, you can even do that in friendly friendlies. Go into a match. I think this is something that could help so many people improve. Go into a match and try to play a match where on offense you don't press the sprint button one time. So many people just are mashing that sprint button, and we all get guilty of it. You know, we just want to score. We want, you know, we've been playing, nothing's kind of working out. We're just trying to score. We're just trying to attack. But sometimes that's the worst thing you can do in FIFA. Sometimes you just need to build up some stuff. So I think if you could get reliant on not necessarily just mashing the sprint button, I think that helps. And maybe try playing one of these managerial masterpiece modes where you are just do not even hit the sprint button on attack. And then on defense, try to play a match where you don't do the LB switching, you do right stick switching. Right stick switching can really help elevate your game, help you select your players on defense to where you can move them. If you've ever played a really good player that seems to be there before you're there, they're likely doing right stick switching because they're able to switch to the right defender. But in poor gameplay, right stick switching doesn't work that well, which is the downside of it. So sometimes you're right stick switching and you think you're going to control the right player and it doesn't. But always just be looking at things to improve, checking out your formation, looking at what people are doing to do that. But Adam says his weekend league has been terrible. You're negative 3 to 4. So Rage bought 3 100k packs with coins. Now you regret life. I'll appreciate it, Vincent. Thank you so much, brother. And that's the thing. That's exactly right. We've got to... FIFA is very much a mental game, and recognize that. That's one thing I love about bronze pack method, which I can't open up a bronze pack right now because I've got a duplicate Robertson on the bench or on my that I've got to do something with. I need to figure out something to do with that. But if you played a game and you lost late, you gave up a terrible goal, you conceded, you had 10 shots and you still lost when your opponent had 3 shots. Go out, buy some bronze packs after the game. It's always fun opening packs. Even bronze packs are fun because you're trying to get like a top 5 league. I've had bronzes sell for 10,000 coins, and it's basically impossible to lose coins on bronze packs. Sometimes that's a way to kind of level yourself back off, but you're still also working at the game. And, you know, just like I said, it's just always just focusing on something to get better at the game. Just really, and too many people, though, I will say, the game is a problem, but too many people blame the game because do we know anybody that's like, wow, the game always plays well for me? So you got to remember your opponent is experiencing similar problems. Now maybe they got a better connection that match, but we've got to learn to deal with that if we're going to have good records. So you can't blame the game. You can blame the game, but ultimately it's up to us to be that much better than our opponent that we can overcome those. And I've had games like that where the first half I've got 9 shots on, I should have 4 or 5 goals. My opponent scored 1 goal off a deflection, or I stood in the passing lane and I deflected the pass, but it went right to my opponent, 1v1 versus the keeper, and scores. But instead of raging, I've realized, okay, well, I'm really dominating this match. Then in the second half, your chances start falling. Then you get that equalizer, then you get that second, then you get the 2-goal cushion, and then you end up getting the rage quit from your opponent. So it's really important to keep that mentality. Adam says you have 23 players over 86 rated for fodder. I don't know when the icon packs are coming out. I thought we would have already got one. Maybe Sunday. They have been releasing them on Sundays previously, so maybe Sunday is what I'm hoping for. Tomorrow we'll get Renato, which I'm going to definitely do Renato. I would maybe do Payet if we ended up, I don't know what exactly I could do. You could maybe make an entire League Un team or something. I don't know what you would have at the back in the League Un squad at this point, but seeing that a tall really makes me want to try to get a tall on the team as well, but I don't know exactly how I can do that. Let's see if we can put together an 81 plus player pick. I want to at least try a couple of those. I don't know what I have in my team for fodder. Don't know that I have much, honestly, but it'd be fun to at least do one 81 plus player pick. I need to find, let's see, can we find anything to dump Robertson off? Because we'd have a couple packs to open if I can find something to do with Robertson. Iheanacho's worthless. Benzema's okay. What does Benzema require? Benzema would be good fodder. Dom says you're waiting till tomorrow morning to start your first weekend league. Yeah, just do whatever you can do, Dom. I mean, and even if you wanted to get a game in today, that would be completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that by any means. And you could at least test the connection, but certainly fine to wait till Saturday. All right, so Benzema's an 83 and an 85. That's not horrible value for a 94. I still would say I would put Iheanacho up there. I mean, definitely this year. I can't think of previous FIFAs. We all overrate it, but this Iheanacho, what was EA thinking on that? either they overrating Premier League a little bit, but I mean, Iheanacho is a bang average card at this stage of the game. I mean, he would maybe be fun to complete if it was like 184 rated squad, something like that, but 80, 83, 85 with a team of the week, absolutely atrocious. Like that may be the worst SBC this year, and you know we always have recency bias. Basically, you remember the things that just happened, but I can't think of a worse SBC for what you're getting back in return. James says you're going for SBC, Mbappe, Payet, and Sanchez. Yeah, that would be some real league ungoodness for sure. I would go after, if that Mbappe player of the month was a CM or whatever, I would have went for him for sure, I believe. All right, so what else we have? We've got quite a few SBCs to complete. Hey, Sophian, how you doing, brother? Hey, Power Plays. All right, let's try to get some of this stuff knocked out. I need to make sure to do this Group 2 Daily Challenge 4. We need to find something to put Robertson in because I'm really itching to open my packs. I want to open my packs up. I mean, I don't have a ton of packs. We pretty much had our pack opening yesterday trying to get that Perisic. Had terrible luck. But draft, so many people already have Kent in their team. That's pretty crazy, Josh. Hey, Shadow, how you doing, brother? What do we need? Usually we can just put bronze players in this, but yeah, I think we should just be able to pop some bronze players. And speaking of bronze pack method from earlier, let me do a squad builder. You know, that's always a nice thing to have extra bronzes for some of these types of objectives that we can just build these out real easy. Okay, squad builder complete. We'll have to kind of tweak it from there. Okay, I could just submit that, but I don't want to submit my Stevenage boys. We've got let's see, we've got our Stevenage crest right here. Can't submit my Stevenage team. I'm still trying to get something going with them. All right, so that's clubs. Maybe we'll just submit them. I can buy them back. It's fine. If I do something else, I can't submit this center back, though. I don't really even feel like... Oh, my gosh. Sofian says FUT Champs made you... I understand that completely. Should you complete the new Payet card? I think the Payet card is pretty strong overall. Y'all having duplicate issues as well. Yeah, that's the main thing. I don't know why we can't have duplicate storage. That would make life so much easier if we could have some duplicate storage. Do we have anybody from the same club as well? Let's see. Trying to make a last-ditch effort. I'm going to make a quick check to see if I can save anybody from Stevenage. See what we've got. Your matchmaking was horrific. Every game had at least 4 icons to beat, and that's part of it, Sophie. And you've also got to remember that you know, as you progress in Weekend League, it will get you a little bit better as far as your matchups because you'll have a better record. The first 5 games are called placement matches, so you could be matched up against the best pro player in the world, and you could be matched up against the worst player in the world. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. And let's see if we do that. Does that do it? All right, we're a little low on Kim. What if I change that? That doesn't. Okay, let's submit that. Then we don't have to submit any of our Stevenage boys. Try to save this MLS right back for some reason. Can we do that? I think we can do that. That looks good. Probably could save the Eredivisie card. Whatever. Let's go with it. Yeah, I was surprised with that, Shadow. When we were playing the keeper thing yesterday, it was probably about 50 or 60% that played Golden Goal. I was really shocked. People not playing Golden Goal on that. It was really crazy. Pig says you just packed Neymar from a 75-plus pack from the Mandanda, and you don't know where to play him. You play a 4-3-3, so you can't play up front because you have Mbappe. If you play a 4-3-3, then you'd probably have to play... I would play Neymar. Let me see what the 4-3-3-4 looks like. I don't remember where that puts him now. Neymar's best position, or where I put Neymar at... Well, let me just claim this real quick. Let me claim this one. We have a mega pack to open too after this. We've got to do something with Robertson so we can open our pack. We've got to do something with Robertson. Because then we could open up our packs and then use our packs to craft some 81 pluses. So we've got to find something to do with Robertson. Let me look at what the 4-3-3-4 is. I don't remember what that one. Now, personally, I would say I wouldn't recommend the 4-3-3-4. I would, you know, what I play in game is a 3-5-2. I think that, in my opinion, that's the best formation in game. This 4-4-2 works really well. A lot of people play that still. 4-2-3-1 is a great formation. But where I play Neymar is as a central cam, and I think that is where his best position is. But Let me see what is 4-3-3-4. Okay, 4-3-3-4 does have a central cam, so that's exactly where I would play Neymar as a central cam. Then you'd have two more defensive-minded players for your CMs to flank them. So, but Neymar can also play left wing, but I think that's more of a waste because he's not really just a runner. You want Neymar getting involved in the play. So if you could have Mbappe at striker and Neymar as central cam, then that would certainly work. So that's what I would do, Flying Pig. Put Neymar as your central cam in that 4-3-3-4. All right, what are we going to put Robertson in, boys? What are we going to put Robertson in? I think we have more than enough fodder to complete Renato Sanchez tomorrow. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they made that Renato. Now, I know it would be bad for some people, but we've got so much fodder saved up. I'd almost rather them make that Renato just super OP and be like a million coin SBC because we've got the fodder to do it. But he'll probably be somewhere in that range of Vidal, but maybe like 700,000 to 800,000 coins is what I would say. Josh says Benzema. Benzema could be a good idea because, you know, we can maybe use some other duplicates as we go. We'd get a 94 rated player. The other thought is Payet. Gervinho also, I mean, that Gervinho, what does he cost? Gervinho gives me lots of FIFA 15, good vibes. 85 rated, though. It's not a horrible price for Gervinho. I just don't think he's quite worth that, especially when you've got, like, Wonky Chan and Simon and cards like that are, like, what, 40 or 50,000 coins, maybe even cheaper. I haven't looked at them for a few days. But Gervinho would mainly be a super sub for us, but that's a really good card, so we could also try Payet if we need another league on. He's a little bit more expensive than Gervinho. Benzema could be the smartest. I wouldn't really want to play with Benzema at all, but he would be great fodder. Having a 94 rated would go a long way on certain challenges. We did start, you know, we could do a little bit more on one of these. Dom says Benzema. We did start on Rui Costa one day when we had some duplicates. Because I do think this Rui Costa card is solid, but I don't know when I would ever play him outside of unless we do a full icon team. But I did do one section on Rui Costa. We could maybe start on Zambrata, who I would not mind having in the team. It's a tough decision. Tough decision. Let's think about it a second. So Gervinho is an 85 rated squad. I mean, we could even just do the 83 rated section of Benzema. With that 87 Robertson would really pull down the cost of that. We would get a premium mixed players pack back to do something with. Payet, we wouldn't get any packs back. Is there anybody else that we would want to get? I mean, Palacios still available. That's not a bad card. Sven Bender, I don't have any plans of playing with him. We've got his brother, though. Mangala, I don't really have any interest in. Royce just is not worth completing for the cost, in my opinion. Hey, Duke Chelsea, how you doing, brother? I guess, gosh, I really don't know what to do. Because then we're kind of committed. Dom says Palacio is brilliant. I think Palacio could be a good one. The Choudhury card, I think, is a usable card, but ultimately he will be fodder. But if you needed a Premier League CDM, especially if you had to have English links like Link Rashford, it's not a bad card by any means. He's got really good defensive awareness, reasonable pace, good strength. It's certainly a very solid card. Oh, man. I feel like tempted to do Gervinho just for the FIFA 15 good vibes. That was my favorite. I think I'm going to do Gervinho just because FIFA 15 is my last favorite FIFA. So I think I'm going to try to do this one. Well, we'll at least kind of play around with it. And it only needs 50 Kim. We do need a team of the week, but we put Robertson out here. That will eat up some of the cost. And then that would give me Gervinho as... That would give me Gervinho as a great super sub as well off the bench. Dom saying not Gervinho. Do you not like Gervinho, brother? Gervinho just gives me so many FIFA 15 vibes. Benzema is okay, Duke Chelsea. I mean, he's not a horrible card by any means, but he's just going to be a little bit like stiff in game. Basically, he's not going to have the greatest of movement, but if you can get him into a good shooting position, he was probably going to bang in goals for you. Not a horrible card by any means. Put a few of these out here. We got this 85 Dubravka. I think that's tradable though, so I may not want to use that Dubravka. I think he's tradable. Oh, that's right. I forgot we pulled that Simon. We already have Simon in the club. Put a few 85s out here, see what we get. And let's see. Now, Tellus, I think I'm still using Witsel, Tagliafico, and Didi. Just put a few cards out here, see what we get. I think Bamford is tradable. No, he's not tradable. Okay, so Bamford. We may need Bamford for when we do the Choudhury objectives, though, because you have to score with English players. So may save him up. Put a couple 83s out here, see what happens. All right, let's see what this does. See if we can get Gervinho into the team. We put Robertson here. Put Ziyech here. Can put Depay as a cam, and then we can put a Cardi right here. That would give a link. We'll put Tagliafico at right back. We'll put Ndidi right here. Flypick says, sorry for the constant questions. You don't like Baby Blanc at CM and you need a replacement. You're thinking of using Buendia. I don't know if Buendia would be a good box-to-box. Now, can you fit that Choudhury card out there? Choudhury would be a good midfield card for free if you can get him linked in. He's more of a defensive replacement, but he would move a lot better than that Blanc. Blanc is a good card for a while, but he's definitely, he can get stiff playing him in the midfield. All right, let's see what else we need. All right, that's not enough rating. Gosh, that's a little frustrating. We're going to need more rating. All right, that's still 84. Yeah, I made a Choudhury objectives video, Vincent. That is out there. All right, we need a Serie A player, and we still need a little bit more firepower. We're still a little bit behind on firepower. All right, I'm going to have to craft some 81s, I believe. Some of the 81 plus player picks. I think I'm going to have to work towards that a little bit. All right, what if we put Luis Alberto here? Does that give it? That still doesn't get it. Do we have any other 83s out here? What if we change Trap? Okay, that gives us the rating, but we're not on chemistry. See what we can move around here. What can we move around for Kim? A move and Didi, that hurts. That gets us up to 46. I change that around. That's +1. I could change him to a left wing, would maybe give us a little something. Let me just try moving around a couple others before I really look at it. Not really getting any other links, I think. Okay, so we can't have another 83, I believe. Yeah, we cannot have another 83. Didn't I have another Bundesliga option? All right, and Didi there works. Let's see if we have an 84 rated goalkeeper. I think that would solve it. We had an 84 rated goalkeeper. Do we have Sirigu still? There's Berkey. Berkey would probably be perfect. Yeah, that does it right there. So, is there anything there we don't want to get rid of? We're getting rid of our Robertson, which really lowered the cost. We're getting rid of several 85s, but I think having Gervinho in the club will be fun. We'll get Gervinho into the team. Submit that out. That'll give us our FIFA 15 good vibes. Toby not liking the game. Toby not liking the game, but I'm glad we'll have Gervinho as our super sub. Always think of FIFA 15 when we get Gervinho. Those were the days. I mean, people just playing gold Gervinho, gold Doumbia, gold Abarbo. And those cards were working like even at team of the season time. I mean, just was absolutely crazy in those days. And we didn't have weekend league. We didn't have rivals. People were just playing and playing and playing. Struggling to beat world class. That's brutal, Toby. That's brutal, brother. You got it though. You got it though. It's just frustrating. It happens sometimes on conceding goals on those. I mean, nobody's going to pay serious attention on the squad battles, but it happens. Just did Benzema and Schmeichel, and your club is dead. I feel you, Duke Chelsea. I've still got my club's pretty much restocked at the moment. Let's see, who are we going to replace? Who's going to get the axe on this club? Man, maybe Mario Hermoso. I haven't played him. I have no allegiance to him. Oh yeah, Jack packed Messi. Yeah, Messi's basically fodder at this stage. I mean, good for first owner objectives, but other than that, or amazing for first owner objectives, I should say. Messi doesn't get it. I think the reason Messi doesn't get his due is just because he is an expensive card at the beginning. If Messi was 200,000 or 300,000 at the beginning of the game, or even 500,000 at the beginning of the game for his value, he would be would still be a good card, but he's always super high price and he just doesn't give the same contributions as some of the other top 3. All right, let's get Gervinho out here for Hermoso. All right, so there we go. So Gervinho is going to replace maybe even Sonny. I've gotten to where I don't even like playing with Son. Gervinho has a lot more pace. Sonny still compares favorably, though. Sonny still has more shooting, a little less passing, still showing us more dribbling, but I've just gotten to where I don't like playing with Sonny, and maybe it's just where, you know, we're at the stage of the game where you almost need, like, those high 90s pace at all times, so 5-star skill moves Gervinho can become our new super sub on the right when we need some offensive firepower. Alright, so now we can look at some packs, maybe we can craft a few things. We should have a mega... Oh, we've got another SBC to complete for a pack today. We had some, like, FUT Birthday thing out there today. What was that one? Anniversary Celebration, I believe. Okay, so Premium Electrum Players Pack. Yeah, the Gunter is good for the links, Toby, for sure. The Gunter is not a bad card. Gunter is also another one who could play center back. I'll have to take a look at that Gunter a little bit more to see if he is worth bringing into the club. If is he better than What If Mbabu? I kind of doubt it, but you know, I would take a look at him. But we looked at the Gunter a little bit earlier, Toby, and especially for his cost, and he's probably going to even come down under that 100K mark. I would say is a pretty strong card. All right, what are we doing? What do we need to do? I guess. Okay, we need players from one club, max 5. Players from same nation, max 6. You need a. Okay, never mind. Can we have 11 rare silvers? Okay, this is decent. Do we have enough? Do we have enough rare silvers? What link do we need? What chemistry do we need? 75 chemistry. That's not even that bad. Do we have enough championship silver rares? We still got quite a few championship silver rares. I can't use Akinfenwa. Akinfenwa and Ibra are off limits. Neither one of them can be used in anything. All right, so let's do this. We even have some of the Irish links where we were completing the St. Patrick's Day Foundation stuff, so that'll be even better. Put you here, and then flip these two. Not what I meant to do. Flip these. Hey, Mukash, how you doing, brother? Come on, move, Maguire. Then we can have an Irish link here. Irish link, or no, championship link there. Now let's see, what do we have? 3rd Division, League 1, just 1. 4th Division, nothing. Okay, we have 1 silver rare. Maybe he can fit in. Do we have 1? Okay, no, gosh. No link. We don't even have an English link there from the championship. Let's keep rolling. See what else we have. Silver rare. And maybe check. What about France 2? Okay, I got several here. Okay, this could maybe work. This could maybe work. Fill out the rest of it with some of these. And we'll need 1 gold rare. All right, but we had a right back. Do that. Then we can use this keeper and get a little bit. Put this CB at CDM. And let's see, what if we do... What will that give us? That lowers it, man. That lowers it. That lowers it a little bit. Come on, I can't pick who I want to pick. Alright, what are we doing here? So... What links do we want? Gosh, I don't know what else we have. Do I have any gold rare championship players? Let's check gold rare championship players, because I don't think I really need any of those. Although gold rare championship players would come in handy. Alright, let's put Pearson out here. Alright, that takes us up to 79. Can I then put this guy out here? Is he going to kill it? That takes it to 71. If I flip those, that doesn't help. Alright, we need a little bit. I could make him... Striker to center forward is expensive, I believe. That's not one of the rare ones, is it? I don't even have it yet, so that must be a more expensive one. So we need something to link here. Let's just take a look at my silver rares at Cam. See if I can find anything. Okay, that's going to 74. Alright, if we can get it to 74, we probably can do it. So any of these rares, let's just take this Romanian guy. We only need to get to 75. Got to be something we can do. I could even do a left wing to left mid, would get that done. Let me just see if there's anything I can do without having to do that. Yeah, let's just do left wing to left mid. That should do it. All right, then we can submit that. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, that'll give us a pack. I didn't know this was tradable or untradable. I really don't know. We will find out here shortly. We'll have a couple packs open. Maybe we'll start crafting some 81 plus player picks though. We'll use up some of our other silvers. We can take some of our bronzes into silvers, take some of those silvers into golds. I think I still have enough gold rares, but we'll try to build something out. Let's go into our store. All right, we've got 75 plus rated rare player. Let's start with that one. Start with that one. See if we can pop anything big. No walkout. Doesn't look like a flag. We'll skip it. We shall skip. Ooh, Richarlison, not too bad. Richarlison could come in handy on the Choudhury objective. And also, if you haven't seen my Choudhury objective, you can definitely do Choudhury and the Samba Stars at the same time. I've got a bunch of 81 plus player picks on my alt account, JGH. I was thinking that may just be a regular video though. I've kind of rinsed out my alt account and put everything into 81 plus player picks. So I've got over 20 over there to open, but that may be a separate video, and I'm still trying to get it up to at least 25 on my other account. Daka and Fofana, fodder for 81 pluses. All right, premium Electrum players pack. This is the one we just completed. All right, no walkouts. Doesn't look like anything, but again, if we get some common golds, that will come in handy as well. Or maybe we'll just go ahead and open them, JGH. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go ahead and open them and see what kind of team we could put together. All right, here's 5 gold commons. These are tradable, so do we have any good silvers? Are silver rares increased at all with that new SBC? I don't know. I'll put him out there for 750, see if he will sell. Silver rares could be slightly increased with that SBC that's out right now. You know, not that that's huge value or anything, but, you know, that's something. Rest of them are pretty poor. Send them all to the club. We'll do something with them. All right, here we go. Here's a mega pack. Come on, give us something, mega pack. Our pack luck's been abysmal the last couple days. Pack luck's been horrible last couple days. Come on. Walk out, boys. Walk out. I think that's Champions League, though, right? Brazil, CDM, Lucas Leiva. So that's an 84 Champions League. 84 Champions League. So that's a little disappointing. Little disappointing getting Lucas Leiva 84, although I think that means we could have, still could have Neymar behind there, I believe, because I think the Champions League rare would still take priority over like a 92 or 91, whatever Neymar is. Neymar's a 91, so maybe we still have gold 91 Neymar behind there. Let's take a look. Gold 91 Neymar right behind, coming right up. No, 81. Oh, just a little bit off. Oh no, we have 5 duplicate items, so it's actually duplicate CR7 behind there. Duplicate CR7. Duplicate CR7 coming right up. Shadow, I'll always take that. Shadow's always nice to see. Duplicate Diaby, just a little bit off. Almost CR7. Alright, so we can use Diaby in our first 81 plus player pack. So Diaby can be the duplicate going into our first 81 plus player pick pack. And like I said, maybe we'll just go ahead and open up the ones that I already have put together. I don't know, maybe I've only got 15. I don't know how many I've got put together on the other account. I've been working on that when I have time. Okay, start from scratch. Gold commons, I'm just so far out of gold commons. Let's see how many gold commons we have. And I guess I'm even starting to run a little low on rares. All right, 1, 2... Yeah, I'm just going to use everybody. Let's just use them up. Alright, that would be 4 more. So after that, we have 7 gold commons. So maybe we can make 1 more pack at least. Maybe we can make at least 2 81 plus. We need to make sure to use Diaby. Alright, Veghorst is fine. Diaby. All 5 of these are fine to go in. Alright, Rafinha. Build this out a little. They had a left wing back. Should be fine either way. We only need the 30 chems. That's usually not a problem. Goalkeeper there. Put you here. Actually, we have right mid. We're completely killing the Kim. All right, we're at 43 Kim. Can we increase it? That makes it 44. What if we do that? That actually lowers it. All right, 44 Kim. I'm trying to max out my Kim. The better Kim you have, the better player pick you get. So we'll do one more of the player pick packs, and then we'll open up both of those, and we'll see how they are looking. If we get something nice from one of those, then we will definitely go ahead and just start grinding out some 81 plus player pick packs and see what we can do. There are a couple nice cards I would like to get and just see how the 81 plus player picks are panning out. Plus, we want to build up our fodder because tomorrow should be Renato Sanchez, which should be really epic. Should be really epic. All right, 81 plus player picks. I wonder how many people have completed the 81 to 87. Like, for me personally, it's harder to come up with gold commons than gold rare, so I don't know why anyone would do the 81 to 87 instead of the 81 plus. All right, so 1, 2. Who's going to be the one we save? Man, I hate using a couple of these. I don't know. I don't even have to. I'm done with Championship. I still have to do Eredivisie, so we will save the Martinez. But I'm done with Championship. We'll go ahead. We've been saving them for a while. Newest. 1, 2, 3. That's not bad, Toby. Toby has confirmed 81 to 87 is OP. You get 87 every single time. Oh, I did do, this reminds me, I did do some 81 plus player picks with my wife last night, and I had her describe the pack for me. Josh was talking about that, and that was kind of interesting hearing her, like, try to describe the player, and I would have to try to guess. So that was kind of a fun way to open up some of those. All right, we need... who else are we going to put out here? Alexis can go. I think we only need one more. Alexis will be fine. Let's just put Alexis out here. Speaking of FIFA 15, Alexis Sanchez had an Arsenal. God, was that Team of the Year or Team of the Season? I want to say it was a Team of the Year card. Alexis Sanchez, I had his... I can't remember if it was Team of the Year or Team of the Season, but I had like one of his boosted cards from Arsenal, and Alexis was an absolute destroyer in FIFA 15 as well. So what a fun game that was. All right, build this on out. Get these Dutch links going here. Okay, let's go. 281 plus player picks coming right up. Let's see, who do we want? I'll take a tall and a Dama. A tall and a Dama. Let's see what we can get. First one, pretty brutal. Tielemans has kind of been a special in these. So I guess we'll just take Tielemans since we've already got him into the club. I mean, I don't feel like trying to save Oscar. Oh my goodness, these are brutal. Brutal so far, just 281s. Well, I mean, we had 83 choices, but we already owned them. So pretty brutal. Muhammad Ali says you have Diado What If as a super sub. If he gets upgraded, does he go in your main? He certainly could. Certainly could for sure. Alright, so those were pretty brutal. I guess let's try. Let's see if we can craft one more. Let's go into SBCs. See how many silvers I still have. Let's try to do like 2 silver upgrades. Oh, bad luck for Muhammad. Bad luck for Muhammad. Alright, silver. We're going to try to craft a few gold commons to put out there. God, this is so frustrating when you don't want to get rid of some of the rare cards. I don't want to get rid of Akinfenwa. And I don't want to get rid of Mingy. I guess the rest, just let it ride. I mean, I don't feel like messing with this too much. I guess I'll try to move some of them. Can we get any more links? And where's my links? If we do that, we get a link. If I do that, do that. Do that. I'm trying to save a couple things at least. Alright, that saved a couple rares. Just submit that. Benzema so far, 2 games, 1 goal, 1 assist. Not too bad, Mbabu. Yeah, I've been wanting them to add filters for the squad builders for ages, or at the very least, let you protect cards like this. Mingy, I don't want to submit. Like, if I could just protect him to where he doesn't take part in this, or give you filters to just bring back commons or something like that. I mean, hopefully that will come at some point in time in the next 20 to 40 years from EA. All right, anything else we can save rare-wise? Hey, Payet, how you doing, brother? But do that. All right, that does it. Okay. Joe Curry just packed Kent from a player pack. Do you use them or discard? Definitely use them, Joe. We don't know yet if Kent is the super OP card that he was in previous FIFA, so we'll see. You just kind of have to wait and see how Kent is going, but definitely you got to at least try him out. You got to at least try him out, Joe. But congratulations on packing Kent. Give a Whopper button for the first Kent packed.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
We haven't had much to push the Whopper button. Hey, Doctor, how you doing, brother? All right, so just getting some gold commons into the club to do another 81 plus player pick. Oh, hey, Chrome, how you doing, brother? Payek said people were talking about that because Kent was so OP in previous FIFAs that people were saying that maybe you need to discard them, to not use them, to not be a cancer in the game. But I don't see anything wrong with it. Just try them out, play them. In my opinion, it's always up to the others to stop you anyway. So, you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't worry about it at all, brother. Just epic pack. Perfect. It's always good to be upgraded to a doctor. I think I'll just use 1 extra rare. I don't know why I want to save this. I'm just going to use them. Who cares? Who knows if I'll even do the Eredivisie objectives. I probably will, but let's just go ahead and do this here. Alright, find some rares I want to get rid of. Greenwood's fine to get rid of. Greenwood's fine to get rid of. Guendouzi's fine to get rid of. Got 88 Chan from the Mega Pack. That's awesome, brother. Well, maybe that will change your luck around Joe, and you'll become the best FIFA player in the history of the world. So just keep at it, brother. Malqueet, I'm pretty sure I've got... I packed Malqueet like 4 times yesterday, so I think I've got a duplicate Malqueet. If not, it's not that big of a deal anyway. Yeah, I agree, Pyux. I don't understand the logic behind it, but you know, it makes sense. It makes sense for people to at least consider it or talk about it. Trying to be nice to the community. Let me just do this. We got duplicate Hisai, which made things a little bit brutal here. You're on track to finishing Choudhury. Very nice, brother. We'll work on Choudhury. I think the Choudhury card looks decent. I don't know where I will ever play him, but he looks like a decent card. Diata is the new Kent. I don't know if I'd go that far. I don't... everybody had that Kent, which was the crazy. Chem style on Kent. I'll have to take a look at that, Joe. I was kind of looking at that earlier. I don't remember if it was a marksman I was thinking on Kent. Let me look at Kent's stats real quick on Flip-In. Submit Hisai out here back into the club. Let me look at Kent's stats real quick again. I believe it was marksman was what I was thinking would probably be best for him. Yeah, I would probably do marksman on Kent or potentially Deadeye is probably what I would do. Marksman would be nice to boost that dribbling up a little bit because his passing isn't that poor overall. But You know, the only bad thing about marksman is that doesn't boost his attack positioning, but it does boost up some of the other stats that I would like to see to be boosted. Oh my goodness, these player picks are horrible right now. Player picks have been toned down, it seems. Player picks have been toned down. I guess let's take a look at our... We were still trying to get the... Still trying to get this Butragueño into the team is what I think I want to do. I've been looking at Drogba and been looking at Butragueño to be additions to the team. Been waiting for him to come down a little bit. There was a Butragueño yesterday for less than 1.9 million coins, so I hated to buy 1.9 million coins. So I'm hoping someone's going to list one for cheaper. Now, Drogba's been about 1.5. Like, there's not even a good... That's the only bad thing when you're dealing with icon moments. There's so few far in between, and that it's hard to find a good deal on them, and we're all about finding good deals here. And the thing is, none of these Butragueños sell. Nobody is paying that for them. Like, people are paying, like, a little bit under 1.9. I was hoping to pay, like, 1.8, find one good listing on one, so, but... Still haven't been able to get it. Chrome says, I know a lot of people will play Choudhury as a CDM, but for you, you'll think it'll be a good box-to-box. I think he's more of a pure CDM, in my opinion. Let's take a look at that Choudhury card. And I did do a video out there on completing Choudhury if anybody wants to take a look at it. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at... Let me go to... All right, let's see. Let's just go over here. We can take a look at... Choudhury. Now, for anybody, I don't know how many of you have played with him already. He was one of the most OP silver cards in the Silver Stars objectives. So a lot of people have probably already played with his silver card. So the thing is about, for me personally, when I look at a two-way box-to-box midfielder, I want him to at least be able to bang in some goals. And Choudhury just does not have enough shooting or finishing, in my opinion, to be able to be that box-to-box. He's also not the greatest on agility and balance. Plus, his work rates are more for just that hang back because he only has a medium attacking work rate. So, you know, I don't know exactly if that's going to be the best. So, I feel like he's mainly, and you look at that defensive awareness, you put a shadow on this Choudhury, it would be 91 acceleration, 90 sprint speed with great defensive awareness, great strength, solid agility, solid balance. His passing is solid in the key stats, so you know that will also come in handy. 5-star weak foot. I think this is a really strong card. He can dribble enough for a CDM for Toby for sure. For a holding midfielder, it's not bad dribbling by any means. With 84 agility, 78 balance, reasonable dribbling and composure. I mean that's for a CDM. It's not bad dribbling. Choudhury is a better Conte. I would play Choudhury over Conte personally. I mean, we can take a look between the two of them, but let's see. Let's take a look at Conte. You know, Choudhury is also a little bit bigger. Yeah, Choudhury is a little bit bigger than Conte. I was reading Joe's. Joe says you also have red tab. There you go. You've got a perfect link. O2, any thoughts on Schweinsteiger mid icon as a CDM to link Serie A with Bundesliga? I think Schweinsteiger could be okay. We can take a look at that one in just a second as well. But, you know, if you look at Conte's base, Choudhury has more pace. It's a similar amount of agility. Conte has more balance, but Choudhury is much stronger. Better passing from Choudhury overall. So I think it's just a better card overall, the Choudhury by far. So if you're playing with Gold Conte, I would say Choudhury is an upgrade over that one for sure. Definitely an upgrade for sure. All right, let's take a look at that mid. Which one? The mid Schweinsteiger. Let's see, which one? All right, is that the 89? Is that the mid? That would be a more defensive thing, Doctor. If you had Choudhury and Conte both in the midfield, then that's just going to be more defensive, which is completely fine. Some people play that way with very defensive CDMs to kind of cover the back. So it's certainly fine to play that way. I prefer to have one more attacking. And actually, when I have Vidal and Renato after tomorrow, I'm going to have two CDMs that can both attack, get forward, and come back. So I'm going to have two that can play in that role. The only thing bad, I mean, when you look at this Schweinsteiger here, it's just his lack of pace is what kills him. Other than that, it's not a horrible card by any means, just that lack of pace. Even if you put a shadow on him, he's only going to 75 acceleration, 81 sprint speed. So that's the main thing on this Schweinsteiger, would just be that pace is just going to be a little bit hard to play with him. He's going to have trouble running down people. So that's just the only bad thing about that Schweinsteiger. That is unfortunate to do that, but you know, if you can play him as a stay back midfielder, which really wasn't Schweinsteiger's role necessarily, but with that pace, you don't really want him getting too far forward because he doesn't have the pace to track back really, which makes it a little bit harder for him. I really wish I could find a cheap Butragueño. I really want to put him into the team. You're beating a guy 3-0 and no rage quit. I guess it depends. If it's in a friendly mode, then they should rage quit for sure. But if it's in Weekend League, I understand. If it's in Weekend League, I understand. All right, what are we doing? All right, just take a look at Butragueño again. Can somebody please list a Butragueño for like 1.8? Still just that 1.95. Let me take a look at like mid Eusebio. I've been thinking about also Eusebio has been one of my favorite cards the last two FIFAs. Exactly, Payet. Which one am I looking at? Not this one. Yeah, this one. The Sun I would get rid of. I'm thinking of buying Moments Butra Adam. That's what I'm trying to do. That's one reason I haven't even started Weekend League. But it's like this Eusebio. Now, the mid Eusebio is the least desirable Eusebio. But I think for his cost, I think he could still be really nice. But I really, really want to try the Moments Butra. The worst part of the Moments Butra is he only has 3-star skill moves, but his dribbling is OP, his shooting is OP. Mid-Holland I thought was still out of my range, and I don't know if I could bring myself to having having the same card as Golden, and 2, I've always played with Prime Holland before, so that's the only thing. Yeah, I think I looked at Mid-Holland. I don't think I still have the coins. Now, I could probably come up with the coins to get Mid-Holland, but I don't think I could bring myself to have the same card as Golden has in his club that he's been flaunting at everybody. But Mid-Holland, that's certainly, I've looked at him, I'll be honest with you, but I've always played with Prime Holland, but this one's just too far out of our range. Yeah, base Eusebio is really nice. There's only even one Prime Holland. That's the most frustrating thing with icons. Is just one, it's hard to trade with them. So if I even win that Butragueño and in 3 weeks I want to sell them, sometimes you have to wait forever for them to sell. It's not like a Cristiano or Mbappe where there's hundreds of them on the market. You basically know that you can list them at a certain cost and they're going to sell basically immediately. An icon you may have to list for like a day to try to get the cost that you want. Now, base Eusebio is like 2.7 million. Prime Crespo wouldn't crack the club, I don't believe, Payet. Prime Crespo is not good enough to go over CR7 or Mbappe, in my opinion. Although we've had some success with him. But base Eusebio is like 2.85. He has a little bit more pace than mid Eusebio. So you can see there, 94 acceleration, 95 sprint speed with 95 agility, 93 balance. Looking at these Eusebios, I'm almost tempted just to buy mid Eusebio. Really tempted just to buy mid Eusebio. Doesn't have the agility and balance of the base. I mean, he's been one of my favorite cards in previous FIFAs. Like, we've got him, I guess I did his SBC in FIFA 19. Last year, we packed Moments Eusebio towards the end of the FIFA cycle from one of the Moments Icon SBC packs. So I only had him for like a month or so in the game last year, but I had him for quite a bit in FIFA 19, and absolutely, that was the first FIFA he was in, actually, and was just a monster. But, oh man. So Eusebio. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Let me put one in my watch. And let's take a look at what's the cheapest one. 2275. Yeah, base Eusebio, Team of the Year Bruno. I've thought about Team of the Year Bruno as well. Oh, did someone buy this one? Or did it just say that it was added? Okay. Prime Vieira, Moments, Essien, Mid Cruyff. Yeah, I've looked at some Cruyff versions as well. I'll tell you another one that I've really seriously considered. I'd have to come up with a few more coins, but this Puskas Moments card looks absolutely ridiculous. 3.6 million coins, but look at his with an engine, he's almost like 99s across the board in pace, shooting, passing, and dribbling, because he's got 94 acceleration, 92 sprint speed. With an engine that'd go to 99, 97. His shooting is already basically maxed out. Passing is all like plus 90s. Dribbling is all plus 90s. The downside to Puskas, 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. So he's got more skill moves than Butragueño, but he doesn't have the weak foot. So that's another one I've considered. This card looks absolutely insane. Payet says, you guarantee that Puskas is 10 times better than Prime R9 and is 5 times cheaper. It kind of depends on how much skilling you do. If you're a skiller, then the Prime R9 is going to definitely make a difference for you. If you're not a full-on 5-star skiller, then I do agree with you that Puskas could be better. But I've really given some thought to this Puskas. He's another one, though, you don't see move much. When you only have 5 cards listed at once, it's just hard to find too much going on with them. Did I add one to the transfer market? I really don't know. Or to our watch list. Let's put this one in our transfer targets. Yeah, Puskas is exactly perfect for an engine. Let's look at our transfer targets again. What are we thinking about? The Drogba is another one who was a legend of mine. But I also wanted to look at another one I've looked at that I can't really bring myself to put the coins on. The other thing that I'm scared of is that I feel these are going to keep coming down. So I don't want to buy a card for like 3.6 million coins and then next week it's 2.6 million coins. I don't want to lose like 1 million coins on something. We also have Moments Eto'o, another one of my all-time favorite strikers. Let me put him in the transfer targets while we are looking at stuff. Yeah, Drogba is low dribbling. Drogba is the cheapest of them all. I've played with Drogba before. He's one of those strikers where you've got to do, everybody else needs to do the work. Then you pass it to Drogba, and then if he's in the shooting range, it's just going to be a goal. So that's the one thing about Drogba. But definitely the dribbling is the hold up on Drogba. All right, Eto'o. All right, we'll look at Eto'o for Payet here. So great acceleration, amazing shooting. Very, very good card. He is 4-star, 4-star. Yeah, 4-star, 4-star. So, he's already got the pace. The shooting is epic. The passing is not poor for a striker. Hey, George, how you doing, brother? Agility. Balance is a little bit low. And he's not super tall. He's not 5'6". David says Eto'o is goated. Yeah, Eto'o, one of my all-time favorite strikers. Great stamina, good strength. I think this is a marksman on him, which would be pretty nice. Hey, JGH. But Eto'o, absolutely superb, but again, very, very pricey. Eusebio, we're looking at. Let's just look at base stats. So if we look at Eto'o to Butragueño, which Butragueño is about 1.6 million coins cheaper than Eto'o. Butragueño has 3 less pace, 1 less shooting, 1 less passing, 1 more dribbling, and a good bit less physical. Dom says Eto'o is fire. Adam says you've loved your mid Eto'o for sure. Now that's the thing is I couldn't necessarily afford Eto'o without changing some other things on my team, which I'm sure we could. Hayek said you would take Eto'o. Team of the year Bruno would be epic. Adam says you would go for Eusebio. Let's put a Cruyff out here as well. What Cruyff could we get? What Cruyff could we get? I don't think Prime Cruyff, I think, is still like 5 or 6 million coins, or 4.5. So Prime Cruyff is really out of the range. I didn't mean to do that. Well, that's the thing, though. I'd have to change some massive things around to get Eto'o, but Eto'o would be pretty crazy to have in the team. But that's the thing. Is Eto'o 1.6 million coins better than Butragueño? That's the question. That is the ultimate question. Prime Inzaghi, yeah, he's definitely insane. We'll put Prime Inzaghi on the list as well. All right, so if we look at mid Cruyff, now the good thing about mid Cruyff is he's 5-star, 5-star, which then you get the best of both worlds. You've got the skill moves, you've got the weak foot, so it's hard to go wrong with Cruyff. I've never really played with a Cruyff either, which is something that could be fun to do because he's a card I've never really tried outside of drafts. Yeah, we could use Van der Sar. Van der Sar could definitely go into our team. We could use Van der Sar to link Cruyff. Get him linked in somehow. All right, let's look at our transfer targets again. And I guess the someone bought that Eusebio. Where did my Butragueño go? We must have X'd out a Butragueño. All right, let's get Butragueño back on the market, or back on our transfer targets. All right, we go to Butragueños. So the cheapest Butragueño right now is 1.96. I wish I'd have just bought that one yesterday. Adam says the Cruyff 5-star, 5-star. Now, I mean, I don't go crazy with 5-star skills. They are nice to have. I would like 4-star at least, which is probably the downside on Butragueño. But Butragueño has that insane left stick dribbling that I am really good at. I didn't mean to do that. We've got Pope duplicates waiting in the club, waiting for us to do something with. Yeah, Cruyff at 5-star, 5-star is definitely something to consider. Let's take a look at him again. As far as favorite players, I mean, I loved Drogba and Eto'o are both, you know, idols of mine. They were just, I loved watching both of them play. So I didn't, you know, the others, obviously I don't remember Puskas, don't really remember Cruyff. I don't know if any of us here would remember Eusebio, but JG8 says nobody matches up to man of the match Morelos. Exactly. So as far as value goes, I kind of feel like Butragueño is the best value when you look at the stats you're getting. The problem with Butragueño, again, is 3-star skill moves, but he does have the 5-star weak foot. If I had a choice, I'd rather have 5-star weak foot. You know, if he was 3-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, I wouldn't like him as much. Hey, Jack, how you doing, brother? Jack, perfect time. Jack, join the conversation on who's going to be our OP icon striker, what we're trying to get. Trying to figure out what we're going to get. Yeah, how old? When was Eusebio born? Yeah, 1942. I doubt any one of us remember that. Butragueño, I don't personally remember Butragueño really. I kind of remember maybe hearing the name, but don't really remember Butragueño. Now Eto'o and Drogba, like I said, are the ones. Jack says Cruyff. Jack says Cruyff. So we've got 2 on Cruyff. Vincent says with the price difference, you would say Butra. Yeah, that's a good shout, Josh. Good shout. Let's look at Torres as well. I had briefly looked at Torres. Let's put Torres into the list as well. Good shout on that, Josh, for sure. I didn't seriously look at him. We came across him one time, I think just prime Torres in a draft, and he was pretty epic. All right, there's one for 2,099, so reasonable price on that one. So let's put Torres into the list as well. If anybody else thinks of anybody, we'll think of them as well. Samar, you got the Sterling. That is epic, brother. Congratulations. We're doing Whopper buttons for everybody's big packs today.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
We didn't have very good. Payet, 3 suggestions. Cruyff, Eto'o, or prime icon moments, Rui Costa. Yeah, Rui Costa does look like a pretty good card. I just don't know where on earth I would play him. And, you know, I kind of like to have, one of the reasons I feel like you build a good team, I've talked about it, FIFA is a mental game. So if you can bring out your strongest possible team, people think they have lost before the game has begun. Or people who are weak-minded at FIFA, they blame everything. They blame the players the other person has. They say, my team isn't as good as that one, even though their team probably is. They just value the other person's team better, or think they know what they're doing. So if you have a really strong team, and that's the thing, when you come out there with a Cruyff, it sometimes speaks to a certain level. Eusebio speaks to a certain level, versus if you go out there with Drogba doesn't give that same fear into opponents. Jack says you got 1.2 right now. You think you'll pick up Tomori. Yeah, I haven't really looked at that Tomori. I would like to take a look at Tomori as well. I think that could be a really good card, Jack. What was his agility, Jack, or do you know? Or let's look at Tomori real quick. I forgot to look at him, actually. Let's look at Tomori, then we'll get back to the striker discussion. But I have loved playing with that. O2 even says give prime moment Shearer a shout. Okay, we'll take a look at him. We'll take a look at him. Oh my goodness, Adam, you raged at FIFA, smashed the back of your phone. Brutal, brother. All right, let's look at what Tomori looks like. Medium, 5-star skill moves again. I personally would rather it have been 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, but you know, they wouldn't have boosted one over the other. But still, 83 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, good agility, reasonable balance for someone who's 6'1". Medium work rates I'm not a huge fan of. I think that is one reason I don't like Rio Jack, so just keep that in mind. The medium is, I felt like Rio never really tracked back quite as far, and I know you've gotten with me where you're not quite as in love with Rio, but much better movement for Tomori, so maybe you can recover with him a little better than you can with Rio, where he doesn't have that movement that Tomori would. But really good card here, especially I would say, Jack, if you can get Tomori in the team, maybe try that Smalling. Always feel like I have trouble going against that What If Smalling. There you go, Mbabu. You got getting your Nigerian connection going. All right, let's take a look at our strikers again. O2 wanted us to add Shearer to the list as well. Let's see what he even goes for. There's no FUT Birthday Shearer? Are you kidding me? Okay, if you've gotten used to it, it may just be I've been trying to figure out what is wrong with Rio for me. All right, so Shearer, I mean, that does look like a good card. For me personally, the 72 agility, 72 balance would throw me off, especially with 2-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. So that's probably the biggest thing on that. Yeah, Kyle, it seems that way on Virgil. And some of those big, tall center backs that, and it may just be that you only have a problem with them sometimes. Like that Smalling seems to always get in my way, but then I always find a way around them and get a couple goals. So I don't know. Virgil seems like one of those kind of like that as well, Kyle, where when you play with him, he's like, gosh, he's just such a Hulk. He doesn't really move that well. But then when you play against him, it just seems like he is that Hulk and you can't get around him that well. So for me personally, that 72 agility, 72 balance would really throw me off on Shearer. So don't think Shearer would crack our squad. But he's got the he's definitely got the shooting and definitely got some really strong stats there. All right, what do we got now? What do we have now? Okay, so this Fernando Torres soul, we should have struck on Torres maybe. Let's take a look at Torres. He's the new entrant into the squad. He is 4-star, 4-star, I believe. Yeah, 4-star, 4-style. Or 4-star, 4-star. I think I said 4-star, 4-style. Reasonable or pretty good agility and balance. Passing, as long passing is pretty poor. I do ask my strikers to pass a good bit. Good strength. Great pace. I mean, this is another really strong card for sure. Another really strong card for sure. Oh, man. I really don't know what we're going to do. This Eusebio sold for 227. Cruyff is really interesting, again, because I've never really played with a Cruyff. Yeah, there you go. 4-star. Yeah, 4-star for style. That's maybe our new saying here. 4-star for style. Can I get a deal on Cruyff? Okay, people. All right, let's take a deep dive into Cruyff's stats here. The 94 agility, 80 balance. The balance is a little bit poor. I don't rate balance as high as some people. I rate agility more. Now, obviously, you want balance. 5-star, 5-star definitely makes a big deal. You can go either side. You have the 5-star skill moves. Great shooting. I kind of feel like what is already on there, the Hunter, I probably would go with Hunter on Cruyff. Get that attack positioning up, get the finishing up, get shot power up. Let's see. I also try to take a look, which you see those stats there. That makes me think they were playing some against the AI. I wish there was a breakdown. Like, I wish you, at the very least, if they are going to do stats, and if you could, like, break it down to at least, okay, this was squad battles, this was division rivals, this was weekend league. You know, if you could have, like, a breakdown of that. But when I see him playing 32 games with 79 goals and 53 assists, that makes me think that it had to be some in squad battle, so you can't really tell too much on that. You like cards that get max pace with an engine, but then you're not necessarily boosting their shooting. Not necessarily. I need to do that in Mbabu. I need to do the double bubble clip for that, for sure. Samar, going to open up the base icon pack. Going to have a guess. I'm hoping, I'm going to root for you to get base Eusebio, Samar. Good luck to you, brother. Hopefully you can get base Eusebio. That would be an epic card to get. All right, let's take a look. I had pretty much convinced myself I was going to take Butragueño, but now we're seeing some of these other options. You think Puskas is meant to be a bit of a fraud, Jack? You think he's a bit of a fraud? Jack's calling out Puskas. Jack is calling you out, Puskas. Do you hear that? You hear that? He's calling you out. So Jack is going for Cruyff. Adam is going for Cruyff. My one thing for Cruyff, I would say, is I haven't really played with him. So that would be both a plus and a minus because one, I don't know what to expect. Like Eusebio, I pretty much know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. 27 likes, that is epic. Also, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below. Check the description, join my Discord server. Do what Toxic Pete says. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Ring that ding-dong bell, people. Jaden's voting for Cruyff as well. We're getting a lot of votes for Cruyff, so maybe Cruyff is going to be the one. I was kind of wanting to try in moments. This Cruyff sold. Did this Cruyff sell for 2.53? Vipe says to get Suker. All right, we'll check out Suker. I mean, I feel like Suker doesn't quite have what we're looking for this team, but we'll take a look at him. Some guy pack moments, hold it from a mega pack. Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, that is a big part of it is pack luck. Pack luck makes a difference for sure. All right, let's take a look at Suker. So his moments is going for like in the 600 range. His dribbling for the base stats doesn't look bad. I mean, that's honestly not a bad card. That's a card you would probably... I would almost rather put an engine on him. I mean, that doesn't give his pace up there, but that would get his agility and balance up to a really strong level, get his passing up. His shooting is already pretty strong. He's 4-star, 4-star, so that's really not a bad card. I mean, as far as value options, I would say the Suker is not too bad. Samar, you got 85 Haji. That's pretty brutal, brother. Yeah, let me show my squad to Andy here. Basically, what I'm trying to do, or what the plan is right now, tomorrow we're going to be completing Renato Sanchez. So Renato Sanchez will probably go in the slot where Mbappe is right now. We could just leave it alone. CR7 would be on 10 chem because he'd have the Portuguese link to Renato. And then, so CR7 would still be on 10 chem. So we don't have to change anything. But I've got about 3 million coins saved up. I'm trying. I think I've decided to buy an OP icon striker. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. But like I said, we don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. But I've also thought about saving coins for team of the season. I've heard of the in-betweeners. I have not watched it, Ian. Check. We've already got Kenny. If I didn't have Prime Kenny, I would definitely take a look at Moments Kenny. You think Renato will be over 1.2? He could be. I feel like Renato is going to be more like 800 is kind of my guess. But we've got the fodder to do whatever they put Renato out there as. So I'm not worried about that. The only thing would just be I'm hoping a lot of you guys can complete them. All right, and Bobby wants us to look at Moment Stoichkov. I think I briefly looked at him. Doesn't he have like 3-star weak foot or something though? Or did he get upgraded for that one? All right, let's take a look at what else we can put. Moment Stoichkov. Let's take a quick look at him. Vibe also shouting for Stoichkov. I just saw one I want to look at as well is I actually liked his mid card on my alt account. Let's look at and Henri is another legendary, one that I really remember playing as a legend. 305. Let's see what 91 agility, pretty poor balance, but that shooting is pretty OP. Henri, we wouldn't even have to boost his pace necessarily. You could probably put something on him. You could put an engine on him just to make him 99-99. Then boost that passing, boost the drip, boost the agility, boost the balance a little bit. So Henri is not a bad card either. Not a bad card either. Yeah, the price will definitely be higher. I think I'm just saying 1.2 just maybe a little bit high. Mateus would be a good option, Vipe, if I needed someone in the midfield, but I feel like Vidal and Renato Sanchez are going to be about as good as anybody. Is going to be about as good as anybody in the midfield. Vidal and that Sanchez will be great until team of the season, maybe even through team of the season. But Henri, let me add Henri to the transfer targets. I think he's one I would consider. I really enjoyed his card. Now he's a little bit taller, but I enjoyed his mid card on my alt account, and that one's much better than what that mid card was. Stoichkov, let's take a look at him. I think did they boost him a little though? Maybe they boosted him. What is Stoichkov at? So he's 4-star, 3-star weak foot really throws me off a little bit. 3-star weak foot kind of throws me off a little bit. I thought that maybe they had boosted him, but maybe I'm thinking of someone else. But no, 3-star weak foot really throws me off on Stoichkov. But if you look at the stats, I mean, stats definitely look pretty epic. I don't think Stoichkov with that 3-star weak foot is going to make the team. I can live with 3-star skill moves. The most OP skill move in the game right now is a 1-star skill move, and that's the directional nutmeg. And so I feel like some of them are going to, as long as I could do that directional nutmeg and have that quick, agile dribbling that someone like Butragueño could bring, I think Butragueño could work. Let's take a look at Crespo. Okay, we'll take a look at El Matador in a minute. Moments Crespo. That's not a bad card by any means. The attack position is so many of these icon strikers, especially these moment strikers, have their shooting so high. You could certainly put an engine on this one, make them 95 acceleration, 96 sprint speed, boost the passing a little, boost the dribbling a little, and that certainly would not be a bad card. I think is he 4-star, 4-star? Yeah, 4-star, 4-star on Crespo. All right, and Mbabu wants us to look at El Matador. John Barnes. Is Barnes moments card a striker? Let's see. Luis Hernandez. He's 4-star. He's another one with 3. And Mbabu's giving us all the 3-star weak foot players. But he's got good agility, reasonable balance. He's another one with pretty good. I would maybe do... Well, no, I would want a little bit more passing boost. A little bit more passing boost. Oh, very nice, Joe. Very nice, Joe. Glad that's working for you. And Babu's saying Moments Raul. I haven't really taken a look at him. We can take a look at Moments Raul a second. Then we'll take a look at the list of what all we have. All right, so there's a Moments Raul. That seems I haven't followed him at all, but just based on this, that 1.39 looks like a pretty good deal. Great shooting again. Agility and balance is not that poor. I'm not sure what Kemps I would put on him. I mean, I value my left stick dribbling so much. He's 4-star, 4-star. That's not a bad card either. Not a bad card either. All right, let's take a look at Cantona. Take a look at Cantona. How much is the Moments card? Is he more? I mean, that's similar in price, but Cantona... 90 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, shooting not poor, agility and balance slightly poor. What is his breakdown? 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Let's put Cantona on the list. We'll put Cantona on the list. R9, we can't even buy R9. And Mbabu, what are you telling me? Michael Owen? Exactly, Josh. I can't wait till we have our prime moments icon pack for sure. All right, Toby's saying the icon moments Sanchez. Let's take a look at that one. The Hugo Sanchez card. Let's see what he is going. Now, did they ever fix that? He had a weird thing. Let me see if it's on this one. I don't remember which one it was on. He had one card last year that was like 40 composure or something like that. I don't remember which one it was. They may have fixed that though. I'm curious if that was one of these. 92 Modric, epic for sure, brother. Okay, they fixed it. Okay, I was wondering. There was one last year where he had like horrible composure or something like that. And all right, Hugo Sanchez, moments. So we're looking at 144 for Sanchez. Good accelerator. We're going to look at 3-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. So the downside to him from Butragueño is Butragueño has the 5-star weak foot. So you're not only giving up the weak foot, also giving up a little bit on skill moves, but great agility, great balance. His shooting's already pretty OP. He's another one you probably put an engine on because his shooting is already really strong, but that could be a really, really strong card as well. That could be a really, really strong card as well. Yeah, they really boosted these icon moments. They really boosted the icon moments this year. So some pretty strong options. What we will buy, I really don't know. The main thing I always look for a deal. I always look for a deal. All right, we can take a look at Garincha, but I don't think I can fit Garincha into the team. I really need like someone that can play striker for us. The Drogba, I may. Actually, I can't do that to Drogba. I was gonna say I was gonna pull Drogba off the list, but I can't do that to Drogba. Then you're having to play Garrincha off Kim or Neymar off Kim. I just hate doing that. Let's take a look at Garrincha real quick. Let's look at Garrincha. Garrincha, I think, could have a better card this year than he did last year. I think there's the moment's going for too much on us. It's right in our reasonable price range. So amazing dribbling on Garrincha, the shooting, passing. I mean that is a heck of a card for sure. I mean that is a heck of a card. That is an absolutely epic card for sure. But I'd hate player of the month. Yeah, you got player of the month Iheanacho or Garrincha. You know, one of the two. Player of the month Iheanacho or Butragueño. One of the two. You know, something like that. Yeah, Iheanacho may be the worst SBC they've released this year. But yeah, that Garrincha card is pretty epic, and he's 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. All right, we'll put him on the list. We're gonna put him on the list. He's good enough to warrant some consideration. Use Lukaku on 8. Yeah, Lukaku could be on there. Lukaku's my favorite player. Got all the skills. Got that first touch. That combat boots from Lukaku would be pretty epic. Yeah, exactly. The Iheanacho is one of the worst SBCs. Okay, so we're going over one page. We've got to make a cut. We've got to cut somebody. Who are we going to cut from this page? Because I want everybody on one page that we're deciding on. He's saying, oh yeah, links with wants to watch Thiago Silva. Good call, Jack. Good call, Jack. I think what Thiago Silva, I think, is what now? 29 more informs Thiago Silva will be usable. I don't think I think Butragueño is still in the running. I mean, when you look at that agility and balance, just that dribbling, he'd be epic with a 5-star weak foot. I really value 5-star weak foot pretty highly. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut Drogba. All right, let's take a look at what we've got now. So we've got Eusebio at 2299. Fernando Torres. All right, let's look at some of these stats again. Let's see. Cruyff. I think more people have called for Cruyff than anything. Cruyff, pretty epic. I mean, amazing. Outside of balance, his dribbling is beautiful, especially when you talk about 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot. His shooting's great. His passing is great for a striker. We could have Cruyff and King Kenny up top. Could be pretty epic. Balance is not good, but I don't rate balance as highly as some other people. Balance is more when you get knocked off the ball a little bit, so I don't mind the balance as much as the agility. Now, if that was 80 agility and 94 balance, I would say no. But I think overall, this Cruyff looks pretty epic. If I bought Eusebio, how could I list them for 3 million? Cruyff Moments is like 15 million Vipe or something like that, or 10 million, 12 million. We can't get we can't even get prime Cruyff at this stage. He's like over 4 million. All right, Cantona. Now Eto. Now I think Cantona. I don't have as many fond memories. Like I don't really remember Cantona that much. I'm gonna get rid of Cantona. Mid R9, I'm not that interested with. Yeah, but these don't sell much. There's one for 2299. There's just not one. People don't buy these up that much, Pyx. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. It's hard dealing with icons because there's only a couple of them on the market. I've been watching Butragueño for a while, and Butragueño is... I had a chance to buy Butragueño, I think, for 1.85, and I didn't buy him then. And since then, like, the cheapest one's been like 1.95, something like that. And there's just not many on there. People don't buy them. All right, we're going to cut Puskas. We'll cut Puskas. We've had a lot of people shout for Puskas to go. Henry, I'm a little bit worried about Henry's height. Eto, one of my favorite cards, but I don't know if I can say from these stats that Eto would be as, you know, for his cost... I don't see where Eto would be any more dominant necessarily than some of these other cards. Because the dribbling on Cruyff and Eto is the same. Wendell fits your team perfectly. Did you complete that one, Toby? There's also that left back from Silver Stars. I don't know. We're going to have to think about it, boys. We're going to have to think about it some more. Payet says cut Henry and put in Crespo. Just go with this one, Toby. Just go. I know you did the Samba Stars. Just go with this guy. This guy will play, I think, as well as about anybody. Yeah, just use Paulo Otavio, Toby. I mean, this card is as strong as anybody. I mean, you look at his defensive awareness. I think this card is as good as anybody. A plus with 91 agility, 90 balance. I mean, he's going to play really well in games. So I would just go with that Paulo Otavio. Going to have really good reactions. 5-star skills. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll take... All right, let's see if they're... Let's take a look at what's out there. Now, Eusebio, I'm kind of partial to Eusebio because we've had him in the past. Cruyff. Then that's the thing. Now, even if we decide on one, we've got to... I would want to find a good deal, like, because I know there's a Cruyff that sold for 2.53. I don't now want to go and buy one for 2.6 or 2.599. I would want to wait until there was one out there as cheap as that one. And this Butragueño, actually, this one sold for 1.969. So that one Butragueño did sell. So somebody did buy one for pretty pricey. Oh my goodness! All right, everybody, just tell me out of these. We will think about it a little bit more, but everybody, tell me out of these options on the screen right now who you would pick, and then I will watch them over the next day, and then we will get them. Vibe says a mystery will, but I feel like just everybody tell me out of these options on the screen. Adam is saying Cruyff, so we got to vote for Cruyff, and Mbabu says Eto'o. Oh, we've got a couple coming in for Eto'o. My goodness, we've got a couple coming in for Eto'o. Jack says Cruyff. Another one. Oh, no, same. Soccer Beast has voted for Eto'o twice. I think we've got 3 for Eto'o, 1 for Cruyff. Hayaks with Eto'o. Dom with Eto'o. Okay, we've got some people. 1 for Eusebio. Toby saying Eto'o. Okay, Josh. Okay, so it looks like Eto'o may be the one. Now, we may have to change some things around, though. I don't know if I can afford them. That's the only thing. We'd have to get a couple. I'd have to sell a couple things to get Eto'o into the club, which we probably could do that, and maybe it'd be worthwhile. Eto'o is one of my favorite players, though. So we've got most votes for Eto'o. So that may be what we try to do. But I will keep a look at him also between Eto'o and Cruyff. Eto'o, I mean, when you look at those, I mean, he just looks so powerful out there as well. With that shooting, dribbling's pretty strong. If I can't afford Eto'o, then Crespo. Payax is really pushing for the Crespo. He could be a good card. We had Prime Crespo in a draft recently. He was really strong. But I think I'm going to wrap it up for now. We will make some more decisions. Also, if you're new here, join the Discord. We can talk about it some more in the Discord for sure as we try to decide what we're going to do. If we had Moments 95 Ibra, I would get that one. I would get that one for sure. I can't believe we haven't had a boosted Ibra yet, but I'm sure we will at some point. But anyways, boys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below. Check the description, join my Discord server. But I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.